morning. Welcome to Chicks and Tips. I'm Jo from MD Outdoors and
I'm Emily. Hope you're all having a great morning. We've got a exciting product to talk about today. It's a new tent that we've had in. We've had it in for a little while, but we're really excited about it. This is the Mont Moondance. So, we're going to talk a bit about this today and why we think it's a great tent.
Yeah. Emily took it out a couple of times now to test it out in the field or out on the mountain.
Yeah.
How was your first couple of stays in it?
Yeah, it's good. I was really impressed. First of all, it was really, really easy to put up because it's freestanding. So obviously it's great if you want to move it. So you can, put it up within like probably a couple of minutes. It was simple as. It was like really nice to sleep in because it is actually a 3 to 4 season tent, but with really, really good ventilation. So I found I was quite warm in the tent. I woke up with no condensation in the morning. So we used it up at the Paratahi Tarns and also down by the Ori River in Takaka. Both times, like no condensation. It was like
that's good.
Warmer conditions as well, but obviously, in New Zealand, we always get really cold still at night. Like most of the time, it's still like the temperature drops, especially in the mountains.
Yeah.
So I found like the temperature of it really, really good, and it also has great ventilation. So we could open up a little bit. It's got some really cool ventilation window bits at the top.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
because I guess because this has an inner which is a nylon inner, so it's quite a bit warmer than some of the mesh inners, which may be a little bit warmer in summer if you've got good ventilation.
I didn't find it too hot. Yeah, I found it quite good that you didn't have any condensation.
Yeah, that's true. That's really annoying when it all sticks together. But then in winter, that nylon's going to keep you so much warmer.
Yeah, both times I didn't actually use a footprint either because this one has actually got a really thick floor on it.
Yeah.
The other thing that it has is just like it's a really cool little carabiner in the middle for hanging a light, and it's got some really good storage on both ends.
Okay, good.
And I think the vestibule space was like way big enough to put bags in. Everything to store everything outside. I think we had a bit of stuff inside too because it's actually got quite a good floor room in the 2-person.
Yeah,
and I think
you stayed in the 2-person.
Yeah, we used it. Yeah,
and there was enough space.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because actually, it was really.
And then there's a 1-person version as well, which is actually quite a spacious 1-person. So it's 25% bigger than your average 1-person tent. So you do get quite a bit more space if there's just one of you. They are a little bit heavier though than other tents, so I guess getting a 3 to 4 season tent, you need you're going to add a bit of extra weight there. So then if you are using it in summer, you just got to be aware that you're going to be carrying a little bit more. So the 1-person is 1.5 kg, the 2-person is just 2.1 kg. So that's your packed weight, which is the weight you're looking at rather than the minimum weight. So if you always look at that, if you're going to take every part of the tent out with you, which most people do. However, your 2-person, you've got the option that you can separate out the inner to the fly. Yeah.
Well, and the other thing is the poles detach like that. So when me and Jessie have taken it out, we've just carried one bit each.
Yeah.
But we just found out that, which we should have known, but that it's a it has multi-pitch versatility. So you can pitch this tent with the fly only on top of the footprint. Yeah. So you don't need to have the inner. So that kind of makes it, if it is, we do get like that really, really hot season here, which, and you're thinking, or if you're a person who does just like to sleep under a fly, you can actually set these tents up using a footprint and the fly.
Yeah, which is awesome.
It's
to have
awesome.
That option.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. Like a lot of people ask me if tents do that, like about if that's an option with tents.
And then you just buy one tent rather than a tent and then a separate fly, a separate tarp setup. You could just buy that.
Yeah, you could. So it's kind of like a tarp and a tent. The other thing that's really cool about it is the 3-way guy cord bit on each side of the tent. So it's it's quite a different system to just having like normal guy lines. It's got
like 3 that come into one guy line.
Yeah, and it's really easy to set up, but it's meant to make it very, very stable in high winds. So I personally haven't been in high winds in it yet.
Yeah,
because it just hasn't been the situation. But apparently, like if I was, this thing is meant to be really stable. Yeah. There's something to the bottom of it is really, really waterproof.
Yeah, it's got a 25,000 millimeter floor. That's without your footprint, so just on its own, which is twice the waterhead of any other tent that's out there that's equivalent. So that means it's giving you a really, really waterproof base there on your floor. So that's really important.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, I didn't use a footprint with
yeah.
and we had no issues at all. Yeah.
And then all these tents are seam sealed, so you don't need to do anything. For those of you that do like a bit more of the tech specs there, your 2-person one, you're looking at 220 centimeters long, which is the same length as the 1-person, so they're both the same length. Then with your 2-person, it's 130 centimeters wide, so that's quite a nice width there to get 2 people comfortably in with 2 mats. And then you're looking at 2 kgs weight to carry it. And then your 1-person, same length, 220 centimeters. It has a width of 26 centimeters, so that's quite a bit smaller. And then you're looking at 1.5 kg for carrying that weight there. So, yeah, that's...
Is the width, how much is the width?
26. That doesn't sound right.
That doesn't sound right.
Hold the line.
Hang on. I was like, I don't think I'd even fit my foot in.
No, I was like, oh, hold on. That doesn't sound right. Yeah. Maybe we need to update some information on it.
We'll come back to that. They come with a 5-year warranty, which is pretty good. Like, not this. We'll go into some negatives at the end, just so you know, because we want to give you guys honest feedback. But there's not a whole lot of negatives. But I'll just hit that now. So, obviously, the weight is a little bit heavier than some people may want. So, if you're after an ultra lightweight tent, like our Nemos are amazing for that. This is probably more for people who, like, I don't know if you're like me, like I go out all year and would sleep in a tent all year round. And so if you're wanting to like kind of tick the boxes of a tent that you could use all year round, like, I mean, if you're going to be going and like camping directly in the snow, you're probably better to just buy a 4-season tent. But this thing, you'll get away in New Zealand conditions throughout the whole entire year. On a lot of situations, like in a lot of places. So I think it's a really good tent for New Zealand. Yeah, and yeah.
I'm back.
Okay.
I have a better answer for you. So the width of it is 92 centimeters wide at the ends. Yeah. And then in the middle is 118 centimeters. So it tapers in both ends. So you've got a slight dome shape there, and then you look, which is way more comfortable, and then you're looking at about 1 meter high, so you've got really nice height there to
I found it really high. I found it good, like a good height tool. So I noticed that.
That's good. And then really nice spacious vestibules as well, the attacks.
Cool, awesome. Well, do you think is there anything else?
No, I think that's good. So I think if you're thinking about what tent to get, obviously there's a lot of things to consider with warmth, pack down size, and then some of the features on it. So it's great to be able to have this as an option. The ones we've sold so far have been for a real mixture of bike packing and being out in super windy conditions, which is going to be super durable, to people walking the TA that want something, again, a little bit more robust. So,
price. So the Moondance 2-person comes in at $1,090. So $1,090, and the 1-person is 919.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, and then the footprint's about 109, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so quite reasonable pricing actually. Like I feel like that's for what you get. It's a good price.
It's quite comparable to other tents of similar spec or sizes on the market.
Awesome. Okay,
great.
Cool. So basically, like, obviously we haven't given you every single technical thing about these tents today, but go and do your own research. And we're happy if you want to come in and set one up and have a look. Like, we're always open to that. Any tent that we've got, we're happy to set up for you guys. We don't have space to have them all set up, otherwise we would. But feel free to come on in, have a chat, and do your own research, check them out. They are an Australian brand. So, not as well known yet in New Zealand, but they are becoming like quite well known. I know like when I've talked to Small Planet and Feather Faster, they
Yeah, the
sell a lot
brand's
of these
building.
tents as well. Like it's a good Mont is a good brand. We're also going to be getting in some of their shirts, belts, and possibly a few other things at some point. But
Yeah.
anyway, have a great day. Thanks for tuning in, and
Yeah, we'll catch you soon.
yeah, enjoy the rest of summer.
Yeah. All right, bye.
See ya.